Good morning, student. Myself Bina Tripathi. I am your SSC teacher. Welcome to the new academic year 2020-21 online class. See children, this is your STEM Civics textbook standard 7th. See children, Civics chapter 1 Introduction to our Constitution. Civics means what? Civics is the study of the duties and rights of citizen. Let's revise a few things. In the civics textbook of the previous class, we saw many reasons why rules are necessary in our lives. That means why rules are necessary. We follow norms and rules in order that the activities of the family, our school, our village or city are carried out smoothly, means without any difficulties. Rules are very important. There are no rules in a family, means in a family there are no rules, there are norms means what? Standard. And there are norms about the behavior of the members in a family, means in a family you have to give the respect to our family members. You can't behave any way, like means you have to give the respect to our family members. And there are rules in a school regarding admissions, uniforms and studies. Different competition also have their own rules, means there are so many competitions are there, and on that time also rules are very important. Say in a school, if in a school there is no rules, what happens that children become indisciplined. That's why rules are very important. Now the administrations of the village or city is also carried out accordance with rules, means we need that means for administration of the village or city also required, that means rules are very important. Similarly, the administration of our country is carried out through a system of rules. The rules regarding family, school, village or city are limited in nature, but the rules or provision about the administration of a country are much wider in scope. That means if you say about the administration of the country, it is very wider in scope, but the rules regarding family, school, village or city are limited in nature. And administration means what? To control the system, to run the country. There are many rules and regulations are important. Now see children, that means do you wish that to ask the question that puzzled Samir and Mother, that no need to discuss this, no need to learn this, these are totally cancelled. Now to learn about the meaning of constitution, it is very important. You know what is the meaning of constitution? It is a book, written book. Our Indian constitution is a written form. The book in which all the provisions regarding the administration of the country are mentioned together in a systematic way is called a constitution. This makes the constitution a written documents of the provision related to the administration of the country. See children, we have our constitution are in a written form, and it is a, we can say also say about that it is a document which contains the details of how to govern the country, and it is in a written form. So government is established by the representatives, that means elected by the peoples. That means the government have to function according to the constitution. Whatever constitution are their rules, whatever rules or law are mentioned in the constitution, that government have to follow that. If government will not follow that, what happen that then that means while making the law, the government is bound to follow the constitution. If it does not do so, then what happen that judiciary means court can declare those law null and void or unconstitutional, means they can declare, that means that they can declare that illegal or no legal force, illegal we can say about that. That's why, because our Indian constitution is made for Indian people, so we have to follow the constitution. Government have to follow the constitution, and according to that they have to administrate the country. Now provisions in the constitution, what is the provisions are there? This year provisions in the constitution are about different things. Example, citizenships, the right of citizens, the relations between the citizen and the state, subjects to the law to be made by the government, elections, restrictions on government, jurisdictions of the state. The provision in the constitutions are about different things, means citizenship. You know citizenship means what? A person who born and brought up particular country, or he or she acquire a citizen of that country, citizenship. And that means relation between the citizen and the state, subjects of the law to be made by the government, means the country have to decide that do the welfare for the peoples. Election, election means what? Election commission have the responsibility to conduct elections. Restrictions on government, jurisdictions of the state. So all are the provisions of the constitution. You know that almost all the country have accepted the principles of governance according to a constitution. There in the world there are so many countries are there, and all countries have their different types of their constitutions. But India also have their own constitution, and India constitution is very lengthiest and largest. We can say about that. There are differences in history, social structure, culture, tradition, etc. between the countries. I mean, all countries have different types of social structures. There means we can say about that culture, tradition are different, and according to that, the country can decide that make that means their needs and objective also different, their aims also different, how to make the development of their country, progress of their country, how to make the welfare of the peoples. So the country will decide that, and this way the country will make the, according to their constitution, the country will make, that means run the, they can govern the country according to the constitution. All country have different constitution, and this way their country also have different types of their history and social structure, and this way they will decide that how to make the development of their country. See children, let's find out. It was totally cancelled, no need to learn this. See that, do you know this also? No, that is also cancelled. Now necessity of a constitution. Why need of constitution required? There are several advantages of governing a country with the help of rules or provision included in a constitution. That means first point, that is government has to function within a set of rules. This reduces the possibility of the misuse of the power and authority they have been given. Means any government, they have to follow our own constitution, and this way when they can follow their own constitution, this will reduce the possibility of misuse of the power and authority they have been given. Next, a constitution includes the right and freedom of the citizen. Government cannot take away these rights. Therefore, people's rights and freedom are safeguarded. Means, though any minister come or different types of party, let them rule, but they can't bring any interference among our rights, people rights, and their freedom. They can't interfere, and this way, whatever the rights we have, it was totally safeguard. People's rights and freedoms are safeguard. Next, that means ruling a country as per the provision of the constitution is the same as establishing the rule of law. Then there is no scope of misuse the power or high-handed administration. Means ruling a country when we can follow as per the provision of constitution, means then what happened, that there is no scope for the misuse of power or high-handed administration. Next, see that if country is run as per the constitution, what happened, that the faith the common people, means trust of the common people have to increase, and they can participate, they can means they can keen means their interest will be increasing, and participation, and our democracy become very strong. We can also say about the powerful, and this way people's faith, people will trust on that. In this way we have to follow our own constitutions. Next, constitution presents some political ideas before the country. That means I have to say about that it creates an atmosphere conducive to attain world peace and security and preservation of human rights. Means if we follow our constitution, we can preserve our, that means in our country there is a world peace and safety, security, and we can also preserve our human rights. Since the constitution also include the list of citizen duties, it fixes responsibility of the citizen as well as, so it is our, we also have the, as a human beings we also have the rights are provided from our constitution, and also we have the duties are there, certain duties to protect our nation, follow rules and regulation, or it means which are made in our constitutions. What is administration? It is also very important. What is included in the administration of a country? Government has to make law relating to several subjects. Means government have to make the law. Some subjects are there which are such as defending the boundaries, means nation, protect the peoples from external aggression, means outsider, eradication of poverty, creating employment, means each and every person should get a job opportunity, education and health service, encouragement of commerce and trade industries, protection of the weaker section in our society who are the weaker, who are poor category, make them, means protect them, making policies for the progress of women, children, and the tribal peoples, etc. So this way, these all are the government has make law relating to these several subjects, and government has to bring about desirable changes in the society to implementing law. In short, I have to say about that in a modern times have to make decisions related to the different issues, right from space research to public cleanliness. This is a governance or administration. Means that means governments are make so many law relating to this several subjects. Means to make the improvement in the weaker section, eradicate the poverty, job opportunity. People should get a job opportunity, and get the trade and commerce. That means injustice, and this way we can solve the problems of the weaker section in the society. So we learn about that. Having understood the meaning of constitution and governance, now we shall now see how the Indian constitution was made. That is also very important. Now background to the making of the constitution. The process of the making of the Indian constitution started in 1946. The leader of the freedom movement insisted that independent India will be governed not by the law made by the British. Means what the leaders are, they force, they demand that now we will not follow the rules or law made by the government. Now we will make our own law. That means law made by the Indians themselves. That's why a committee was established to prepare the constitution of independent India. Committee means what? A group of people who have been chosen to discuss something, and this way committee was established to prepare the constitution of independence. It became to be known as the Constituent Assembly. Now Constituent Assembly, India became independent on 15 August 1947. Before that, British ruled over India. They had divided India into provinces. When British rule were over in India, now that means the British rule over, they had divided India into provinces, means territory, like Bombay, Bengal and Madras, for the convenience of administration. The administration in these provinces was carried out by the people's representatives. That means in this place, Bombay, Bengal and Madras, that means in this provinces was carried out by people's representatives. Similarly, the local princes were carrying out the administration in some areas. Such areas were known as princely states, and their chief were known as princes. Means on that time also some local places are there which are ruled by the princes, or that chief figures, that means princely states are there. Example, Raja Maharaja, they are ruling according to their own way. And the representatives of the provinces and the princely states were also included in the Constituent Assembly. They also included in this Constituent Assembly. Total member in Constituent Assembly is 299 members. Dr. Rajendra Prasad was the president of our Constitutional Assembly. Who was the president of Indian Constitutional Assembly, children? Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And how many total members are there in this Constitutional Assembly? 299. Now next, the contribution of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. He had studied in depth, means deep details, the constitution of the different countries of the world. So many countries, that means the world, so many countries, constitution he studied very deep, very detailed. He studied and contemplated, also he studied and think on that proper way, he careful, and then he was prepared. Day and night he studied, worked very hard, and then he draft our India Constitution. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar play very important role. The draft constitution prepared by him was presented to the Constituent Assembly. Means whatever he was drafted, everything he was present in the Constituent Assembly. It was discussed article by article. Means each and every article was discussed in front of the member of the Constituent Assembly. Many amendment means what? Changes were suggested by different members. Means what the members are there, if they are saying that it was not proper, then on that also changes are took place. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar handled the task of presenting the draft, answering the various questions raised on it, making changes to the draft as per suggestion of the Constituent Assembly, and making every provision of the Constitution flawless. Means he worked very hard, and flawless means perfect way, proper way. Due to his contribution towards the making of Constitution, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar is called the architect of the Indian Constitution. See children, that means who are the members are there? That means see that all people have different types of thinking. Okay, That means he drafted, okay, he drafted, that's okay. But if the people are saying that no, it is not right, it is maybe the changes this, that also he was accepted. That means he was, each and every members in the Constitutional Assembly, he was accepted their viewpoint also. And this way he was tried to make our constitution flawless, means perfect way. And that's why we can say about that Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar is called the architect of the Indian Constitution. We are proud of it. It is very important, children, see that discussion in the Constitutional Assembly were made on the basis of debate and discussion. Means on that each and every articles it was debate and discussion what took place. Respect was given to the opposing viewpoint, and acceptance of the appropriate suggestion was a characteristics of the working the Constitutional Assembly. That means who are opposed give the, that means respect for opposition viewpoint and accepted of the appropriate suggestion. That was the features characteristics of the working Constitutional Assembly. It took 2 years, 11 months and 17 days to complete the writing of India Constitution. There was 22 parts, 395 articles and 8 schedule in the original Constitution. See children, do you know who are the members are there? Very famous member in the Constitutional Assembly, their names are mentioned here. Dr. Rajendra Prasad, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad, Sarojini Naidu, J.B. Kripalani, Rajkumari Amrit Kaur, Durgabai Deshmukh, Hansaben Mehta and others. So these are the very famous, well-known members were in the Constitutional Assembly. The noted legal expert B.N. Roy was appointed on as the constitutional advisor on a legal matters. So here that means these people are very, very famous. See children, this that means we can say about that 26 November is observed as Constitution Day. It is coming in exam, give reason. This is a very important question. The Constitutional Assembly enacted the Constitution and adopted it on 26 November 1949. That's why therefore we can say 26 November is observed as Constitution Day. It is very important for give reason. The country began as to be governed according to the provision of the Constitution from 26 January 1915. The Indian Republic come into existence from this day. Means see that we adopted our India Constitution 26 November 1949, but it was started to function. It was started to functioning 26 January 1950. That's why we can say that it is a India's Republic Day. Therefore, this question also very important for give reason. Which one, children? First one is 26 November is observed as Constitution Day. Their answer is the Constituent Assembly enacted the Constitution and adopted it on 26 November 1949. And next one is the country began to govern or functioning according to the provision of the Constitution from 26 January 1950. The Indian Republic come into existence from this day. Therefore, 26 January is celebrated as Republic Day. This also come for in your exam, give reason. Republic means what, children? Means Republic means constitution for everyone, and this it is also very, very important. See the peer, that means the members are there. So picture of that very famous person, well known, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, first Prime Minister of India country, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Maulana Azad, Sarojini Naidu. See children, do this, and do you know that both are cancelled? No need to learn this. See children, this is a picture in this. Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar presenting the draft of to our Indian Constitution to Dr. Rajendra Prasad, President of Constitutional Assembly. It is a very great moment. See the picture. So see children, what we learn in this topic: our Constitution, meaning of India Constitution, why it is necessary, that means need of the Indian Constitutions, and what is administrations. So this topic is very, very important. So you have to read this lesson twice proper way and find out the answer. Thank you.